Hey, this is how you can counter a drag hook in arm wrestling. Now, a drag hook works something like this. You give away your pronation in this position and you're trying to drag back and to the side at the same time. Now, I find that our traditional hook works best against a drag hook and it feels the most comfortable for me. Now, the reason it works well against a drag hook is because in a drag hook, you give away pronation. When you take pronation in a traditional hook and you bring your shoulder forward, it essentially becomes your side pressure versus their side pressure. And if someone is doing the drag hook, they most likely won't have as good of a side pressure as you do when you have your shoulder committed. They won't be able to commit their shoulder as the drag hook doesn't allow them to as much. You're able to better commit your shoulder and most likely you will be able to take their side pressure. Now that's the hook. The second move that I think works great against a drag hook is actually the top roll, the traditional top roll. The reason the traditional top roll works great against a drag hook is because in arm wrestling there is a rule that is whatever is being given, you don't take. Meaning, if your opponent gives something to you on purpose, you don't want to take it. In fact, you want to go in the opposite direction. For example, in a king's move, the king's mover is going to give away his wrist in order to engage his pronation. And if you take his wrist and think you're just getting his wrist for free, you're not getting it for free. You're actually compromising your own cup. Just like that, in a drag hook, your opponent wants you to take his pronation so that he is able to supinate better. So what you're going to do is, instead of taking your opponent's pronation, you're actually going to keep your wrist straight like this. This is going to, since you're going to be in a strap, this is going to prevent your opponent from supinating. And you're going to be in a great position to either top roll through their fingers like this or even do a low hand top roll. Because you're not taking what is being given, you're actually going in the opposite direction. So that is how I would deal with a drag hook in arm wrestling.